My bucket of new makeup to try is overflowing, so we're gonna do some quick first impressions / rapid fire full face. Let's go. And the first thing that we're gonna start with are the new Eqqualberry Lush Blush NAD Plus Peptide Boosting Serum and Cream. I did forget I have to do a toner. We're gonna go in with the Centella Relief Toner Pads. These are from the Creme Shop. They are so freaking cute. I have really dry skin, so I like to have a lot of skincare that has hydrating ingredients, and the Centella in this definitely helps. Now I'm gonna go in with the serum. I love the Eqqualberry stuff because, as you can see, it has the ceramide capsules in it, and like I said, anything that gives me extra hydration is for me. It has collagen, NAD plus, and a peptide complex, so it is meant for plumping and making your skin look juicy. The yellow set is also amazing if you haven't tried this one. Also recommend if you need brightening. Now we're gonna go in with the cream. So on the box, it says it has a bouncy, stretchy texture, and that's crazy. It's kind of like mochi. It says it has NAD plus peptides, just like the serum, and it also has phytocollagen for boosting your firmness and elasticity in your skin. I could see this cream being really nice for very, very dry skin people. Also, check out my new Hydro Jug. They have a new limited edition fruit punch flavor. It's like a strawberry pinky red. So cute. So we actually have two primers in my bucket. There's the SHEGLAM Smooth and Blur Primer, and then we have the new Makeup Forever Redness Corrector Primer. Well, new to me, I'm sorry. So I'm going to use the Makeup Forever on my cheeks, and then we're going to put the SHEGLAM on my nose and in my T-zone. Actually, I totally forgot we have to do sunscreen. So we're going to do the Missha Glow Dewy Hydrating Sunscreen. This one is SPF 40, and it has hyaluronic acid and tocopherol. This is very highly fragranced. It smells like roses. That's not going to bother me because I'd rather have the scent of roses than the scent of regular sunscreen, but just letting you know, it is really nice and lightweight. It is sinking into the skin really nicely. Well, that rubbed in so quickly and very clear. Now we're going to do primer. We're going in with the Makeup Forever Redness Corrector Primer, and I'm just going to use this on my cheeks where I'm very red. Really like that this is nice and thin. It's like blending in so nicely with everything else. So I do think, except for in my really bad spots, that did take the redness down quite significantly, but you can see I'm very red. My lips are super chapped, so I'm going to put on this Lanolips Ceramide Milkshake Balm in the shade Raspberry Crumble. I do have the strawberry one, and I really like it, so I requested this one too. Ooh, look at that color. We're just going to put this on while we do our rest of our face. And I love that applicator. It just like hugs your lips. Look how juicy my lips are. All right, I don't know if two primers is a good idea or bad idea, but we're going for it, baby. Oh, what is that? SHEGLAM. What happened there? Why did it just jizz on my face? And my boyfriend's shirt. Steve, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Well, that's not the worst thing I've done to his clothing. Try one more time. All right, let's try again. I think it just settled. I don't even know what that was. Obviously, the ingredients separated, but I don't know if that's going to be a bad thing when I put the makeup on top. Missing that ingredient now. This is very silicone-y. It feels really nice on the skin. I'll put a little bit more on my forehead. You can see that it really blurs. Look at that blur. The more I use it, the more it's growing on me. Well, just make sure you massage it or something. I don't even know. Wear a drop cloth. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the Entropy Flat Paddle Foundation. I'm hoping this is my color because this is the only one I have. Organza Fit Spatula Foundation is what it's called. And I have shade 19.8. That's the name. I'm just realizing I don't have a single makeup brush in here. So this is serious business. This is the top of the foundation, and you just pull it out. Wow. And that's what it looks like. I've never seen foundation packaged like this. And I'm guessing this is so that you can probably sanitize the spatula after. It also makes for really thin, even application. I gotta say, this is a really cool application, but not very practical. All right, I grabbed my Morphe brushes. I'm using the M108. This is from the Buttery Blends collection, and I'm just going to buff all of this in. And this is the foundation after buffing it out. I think it looks pretty good for my skin anyway. It's clinging to a lot of dry patches that I have everywhere, but every foundation that I use does that, so I'm not holding it against this one specifically. I do think it has a really nice skin-like finish in the areas that are more hydrated. So I have to work on my own skin barrier issues, but I like that it's not creasing in my smile line or under my eyes either. But we're going to fix the dry patch stuff later. But actually, this shade turned out to be a pretty good match. For bronzer / contour, we're going in with the Timephoria Eclipse Spark 2-in-1 Face Contour. I love their packaging. I have to say, Timephoria is really rocking up there in my favorite brands recently. They have such cool products. The packaging is so luxe looking. And so far, everything I have tried from them has been really nice. This is in the shade Lunar. I'm just gonna go right in on my face because why not? And we're just gonna use the brush that it comes with because I feel like we should give it a fair shot. I don't think I should have put bronzer there. This brush is very stiff, I will say that, so be wary. But this is blending in like a dream. Look at gorgeous. I love that. That is so pretty. Timephoria, I see you. Water break. Actually, I'm gonna sip a coffee too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and admit that most of this bucket is blushes. We're actually gonna go in with one that I'm really excited about. This is another product from Timephoria. This is the Pandora Cheek Liquid Blush, and I have the shade 11 Moonwave. They kill it with this packaging. It is so pretty, and look at that color. Oh, I'm excited. So it's like one of the spongy tip kinds. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on both cheeks. Morphe M204. I'm actually gonna add just a little bit more, and I'm gonna do a little dot on my forehead because that's what I always do. And I'll be damned if I'm not gonna do what I always do because I don't like change. Now I have to find a powder to set it with. Hold please. This is the only powder that I can find, the new Laura Mercier Mint powder. And of course there's people honking outside, but I'm getting a little cracking here because I used my foundation brush to take away some of that bronzer. It's getting a little dry because I'm dry. So I'm going to use some of the Make Keep mist and I'm going to spray that down and then I'm going to powder. So I fix the crusties. If that ever happens to you, you can use a setting spray. You can use just a regular hydrating mist. I have one just sitting next to me for skincare stuff. And then you can just go back over it with your foundation brush and kind of like remelt everything together. And that got rid of the little crusties. So we're moving on now. I'm going to put on some liquid highlighter while this is still setting. This is the Entropy Glow Serum Body Highlighter. I'm going to put just a little bit on my cheeks before I do powder. This is such a cool package. We're just going to put a tiny little dot. Tiny dot. I say tiny. There we go. And I know this is meant for your body and not for your face. So if it messes everything up, I won't be held accountable for my actions. Yeah, it's messing everything up. Damn it. Well, this is what it looks like on the back of your hand. It is very shiny, very glowy. It is an extremely pretty color, but that's just lifting my makeup. So don't put it on your face. Ruined all my hard work. Well, since I already destroyed it, let's put on another blush. I'm going to put the fwee Love Me High Key blush. This is their Mellow Dual Blush. It's like one of those putty textures. And honestly, I just don't care. So we're going to go in with the same blush brush. I'm sorry, Timephoria blush. I ruined you. Well, it's stuck onto there. We're just going to layer. You can see that serum lifted my foundation, but we're just going to leave it. I'm going in with the lighter color. Ooh, that looks so cute. Wow, that is a bright baby pink. And that serum really did a number on my base, so I don't think anything's going to look perfect on top of it. This color is really pretty. I'm going to have to take my whole base off, I think, now. Dang it! We're just going to keep going because we're just having fun playing with makeup. Sorry, my boyfriend texted me. I'm going in with the other shade. Ooh, these are so cute, and I think they'd look great on a base that you didn't fuck up. So pretty. All right, this is basically going to be my equivalent of shower makeup today, so it is what it is, but I think this looks really cute, and I'm going to have to wipe it all off at the end of this video. That sucks! All right, lesson learned. Don't put that shit on your face. You'll ruin your whole face of makeup. It's gorgeous, though, on the body. Look at that. And I like that it's not like an orange or like tan, like sparkle color. All right, well, we might as well just make things worse and go in with a green powder. I don't think I have any powder blush or powder other products to go in with, so let me just powder this down and I will be right back. All right, powder is on and I do actually look slightly green, which is the first time that has happened with that powder. I don't know why. Normally it just blends out into translucent nothing, but I actually feel like I look slightly green today and all my makeup is separating. Can you see that? We're having a good time over here. I finally got my hands on the Too Cool for School art class by Rodin palette. So this one is the Modern palette. This is the Cool Tone. I'm going to use this. And then we are going to use a powder blush, I think. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Wow, I put way too much on. Let's see if I can do this side a little better. Nothing is working together now that I've messed up this base so horribly. But this is nice. I like this. It's very pigmented. You do not need a lot. Wow. Little bit, guys. And it comes with a brush. This came with it. All right, well, I don't have a powder blush in my tub, but we're going to go in with this new one that I got from NARS in the Ulta sale. This is in the shade Lucky Love. This is a blush highlighter combo. And I think if anything is going to save this, it's going to be NARS. And we're going to pack it on because at this point we're doing shower makeup. I think that pulled back some, it like mixed with the contour. I don't know. But this is such a pretty color outside of where I mix it with the contour. It's very cute. I don't think there's any saving this right now, but we're going to go in with the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer. This is the Skin Finisher in the shade Snickerdoodle. I have not tried this one yet. This is not the lightest shade. This is the shade up from the lightest shade. The latest shade is more of a golden undertone. This is more of a rosy undertone. And a lot of people said this oxidized on them, but I don't know how a finishing powder can oxidize. Like, is that a thing? Well, I think it helped. I think it kind of melted everything together so it looks less heinous, but that was the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer. It does come in a duo with their liquid Sun and Skull bronzer. This is a shade up from what I usually wear. This is the shade Light. I usually wear Extra Light, whatever shade 10 is called. But I grabbed this one because I thought that I might still be able to make it work, even though it is slightly darker because it is a serum. I think I can make it work, so we're gonna try that in another video. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to go in with the Thrive Causemetics Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner. This is in the black shade. I think this was called black. It's called Lauren. It's black matte. Why she's got a name, I'm not sure. But it is a retractable eyeliner, and then it has a little smudger on the back. That worked pretty good. Line, and then smudge. Very dark black. But I do like my eyeliner dark, so I'm not complaining. Line, smudge. I do really like this smudger. And you can pull it out to make like a little wing effect too. I like that it lets you do that pretty easily, actually. It took 2 seconds. Line, smudge. And the smudger has a wide side, and you can do a wide smudge or a thin smudge. All right, I'm just gonna leave that because we're just gonna put an eyeshadow on. And I'm gonna use another Thrive Causemetics product. This is their Brilliant Eye Brightener Highlighting Stick. And this one is in the shade Aylin, A-Y-L-I-N, and it is a lilac purpley shade. And that's gonna go all over the lid. And then I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and buff that out on the top. It's a beautiful sparkly purple. A really pretty one and done. And last but not least, we're gonna go in for mascara. I'm gonna do the SHEGLAM, what is this? Ultra Lash Lift. This is called the Lash Lighter Up and Out Mascara. And I believe this is a metal mascara, if I'm correct. Nope, it's not. This is what the wand is looking like, and I'm not going to curl my lashes. I want to see how well this mascara performs. I really like the shape of this wand. It really hugs your eye shape, so you're able to really get in there, and the fine bristle keep everything combed. I think that looks really pretty. And then I forgot we got to do lips. So I have these 3 stains from Kulfi. I have Guava, Rose, and Black Cherry, and I think I'm gonna go with Black Cherry. We are gonna swatch the other 2 another time. This is their Lassie Lips Staining Lip Oil, and I picked Black Cherry because I like a darker color. Okay, I absolutely love this color, and I love that it's a bit forgiving because I always put my lips on. I've never done any lip products before in my life. It's my first time every time, so I appreciate the fact that I had some time to really play with it, smudge it out with my finger, get it where I wanted it, because I always put it where I don't want it first instead of where I do want it. But I really like that. I think it's cute, and I do think that the rest of the makeup actually turned out mostly okay. It's my own fault. We're here. We're inept. I'll never get used to it. Stay tuned for another bucket haul because I plan on wiping this off and completely starting over. Although it is growing on me, it doesn't look too bad. I think I could probably save it. I have so many more things that I want to try. We're going to do another full face in a little bit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!